Hello, I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. Doing this and talking about my life and talking about a lot of the things I talk about forces me to go back and think more about them and think deeper. And my life experiences, because there's so many, open up my mind to think and correlate other things along with possibilities of what have taken place in my life. Part of me doing this is not only just to share my life with you and really to leave it for my kids one day, since I don't get to even talk to my children wrongfully all throughout my channel. Staying track. So it's not only just to share myself, but hopefully sharing my stories will help you not make the same mistakes I have done, I have seen committed throughout my life. But I made a video about, is this what turned my dad sour? I'll link that above here. And I talked about how it was so easy to blame the man, which I can blame my dad for his actions and what he did do. But the whole situation, there's a lot to talk about. Again, please watch that video and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. But thinking about a friend of mine that I grew up with in my neighborhood, which I'll try to remember what video that was in, and I'll link a video here where I started talking about him. And I have a lot more stories to tell about him because it's a huge part of my childhood and just an absurd part of my childhood. Unbelievably absurd. So I plan on making a video strictly just about him later on, and the experiences, if you want to, I mean, when you hear these stories, I'm telling you, unbelievable growing up with him. But why was he like that? Well, I'm going to dig a little deeper and tell you. He was the prodigy of his mom being, if you don't want to, if you're sensitive to words, you really ought to listen. And I'm going to use a word that people aren't going to like to hear, but again, how are we strong Americans if we can't face the words? The words don't mean nothing compared to the people who live the pain. Let's quit fighting and squabbling over words, people. I know it hurts, but so does reality. His mom was raped, and he was the prodigy of that. Unbelievable what he turned out to be in the same household with his two brothers, who didn't turn out or act like him at all, and what it all did to him. Between chemistry and mentality of what he received through it all, I understand. I'm going to share that with you in another video. But thinking about all that made me think, well, did my mom cheat on my dad? Or did somebody rape my mom? These are, again, reasons why you shouldn't hide reality. You shouldn't leave people with all these doubts and questions, and nobody likes to talk about it. I don't like sitting here talking about it, but do I keep it all buried inside and look at everything that's been happening to me and just finally explode? No, we got to get it out. Another point of me doing this is to relieve myself of some of it. So there's some more of my life and more of where I don't have answers and would like them. More to share with you.